Hello, Facebook darlings. It's Katie, and we've got some stuff we need to chat about today. And it's going to be about the moon. It's going to be expansion. It's going to be why you might be feeling like shit-ola today. So I hope that you will follow along and join me and to learn a little bit more about yourself and the moon and all things magical or all things crazy, however you want to look at it. So I'm joining you today from Iowa, and we were supposed to have this giant snowstorm last night, and we didn't have the snowstorm, and it's kind of beautiful. It does not bother me. It's all out there. So as you're joining me, give me some hearts. Tell me where you're coming from. Let me know. Are you feeling like shit today? Because I want to know. You might have a headache. I know that yesterday afternoon, all of a sudden about 2 o'clock, it was like bam out of nowhere. I was feeling amazing all day long, and then I felt like crap out of nowhere. I was like, what's going on? Like, it doesn't feel like me. Did I get slimed? I was out and about. Have I done too much energy work without grounding myself? Like, what's going on? And then I realized, like, it wasn't mine. It wasn't my stuff. And I've been getting some messages from some different people. I've been reading some things. And so I thought I would pop on today and do a live video to explain to you what was going on in our realms of energy and expansion, and give you a couple of tips to help your body move through what we've got going on. Okay, so this is what's going. Yeah, I was getting too many messages to be like, okay, I'm going to answer these all privately. I was like, I could just have to go on and do a video. And if you all want to share this, share away, please, please, please. I'm making this public today. Okay, so first, let's talk about what expansion is and what transition is. I know I've talked about this quite a bit, but if you're just joining me or you're new to this realm, transition is just our body going from one state of being to another, okay? So our body has a frequency to it. It has a vibration to it. And so when we are vibrating at one frequency and we go to another frequency, there's a shift. It's a transition. It's an expansion. And sometimes that can actually not feel too good. I mean, think about it. It's like you are a baby that learned how to walk, and now you have to walk a completely different way again. Yeah, that's not fun. And so sometimes these transitions can be triggered by ourselves, right? Maybe we start to eat healthier. We're putting higher vibrational foods into our bodies. Maybe we're drinking more water. Maybe we're using essential oils. Maybe we're working with an energy coach. Whatever that looks like, sometimes the transitions, we trigger them ourselves, and we're like, yes, I want to do this. I want to raise my vibe, right? Because we all see all over the place, raise your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay, all these things. But transition and actually raising our vibe or raising our vibrational frequency is sometimes a little bit harder than people imagine. We think like, oh, I'm just going to shift my vibration. It is not that easy, ladies and gentlemen. It sucks sometimes, and it feels like shit, and it will leave you paralyzed and in a ball on your bed. Okay, not going to sugarcoat it, but the transition is better than where you're at. Okay, so always remember that the transition is always better where you're at. Okay, so expansion, and some of these things, like I said, some of these things we actually trigger ourselves by the activities because we're consciously aware that we are trying to shift ourselves and we're trying to be the better version of ourselves. We're trying to get we're trying to shift our vibrational frequency with intention because we don't want to stay in the same old shit mess. We want to get into the higher vibration, okay? And a lot of the people that I work with, that's where you're at. You're like, I am ready. Bring it on. Okay, so now we're going to start to talk about things that are transitions that might not be ones that we trigger, okay? And so sometimes a lot of times, there are built-in transition mechanisms. It's like God is like, you people on earth, like, you are stubborn and you like to stay stuck in those same patterns, and you guys all like to stay comfortable. And so I need to build a defense. I need to build something in to this universe that's going to help you transition, release that shit you don't need to hold on to, shift your frequency, okay? And so that's how I look at things like the moon, right? So the moon is a big, universal, built-in powerhouse to help us trigger transition, okay? The different planetary alignments, the different zodiac signs, all of those things are built-in triggers so that we can trigger ourselves. And a lot of us, we don't actually realize that that's going on. We don't have awareness, and that's why I wanted to do this video for you, okay? So as you're watching, as you're joining me, welcome. I love you. Share this video, tag some friends, because I know there's a lot of people out there that need this, okay? So what happened is that there was a couple of different things going on. And this video might end up going a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I think you all need to know this, okay? So a couple of different things going on is we are in a universal year number 3, okay? If you understand numerology, you don't even have to understand that. But what that means is this is a big year of soul. Our soul is leading the way, our inner knowing, our inner being. It is like, let me out. I need out. And so, but we all get stuck in our head. We all get stuck in our head, and we want to stay here in our head. And our soul, it's like this tug of war. We're fighting on and off, on and off, on and off. And we need, it's like, I want to get out. I want to get out. Okay. So we're in this year of big transition and following what our heart tells us to follow. Okay. So how many of you are actually doing that? You're getting nudges. You're getting like, hey, I need to do this thing. I've got a lot of people in my doTERRA business that are going, like, they're like, all right, it's now, it is go time. It is time to go. I have been messing around for too long, and it is go time, right? My private coaching clients, the same thing. They might not be in doTERRA, other things. They're like, ew, I've got something that's not going right in my business, and it's time to change. I can't tell what it is, okay? So big year of souls going on, okay? And then we're going to bring in the moon, okay? So the moon, again, God's fun way of being like, hey, I'm going to trigger you, is that a full moon brings with it releasing old patterns. All right. So I want you to pair that with moon energy, with that transition. I want you to think about that. Just pause for a moment and think about that. Moon energy of releasing. Okay. Because last night, if you didn't know this, last night was a big, powerful supermoon. Okay. It's called the wolf moon. Okay. It's us howling. Imagine yourself howling under the moon and releasing what you do not need. That's what you were supposed to do last night. Did you do that? Okay. So this powerful moon, and then yesterday, so we're in this soul. So what do you need to release so that you can continue on your mission, on your path of soul? What do you need to release so you can continue on? Okay. So if you're doing that, so do you see what happened? So it's like built-in mechanisms, and you've got all this stuff going on. And that moon last night was like, come on, release the stuff, get out and howl and scream and allow yourself to get it out. Release what no longer holds you. Maybe that is belief about yourself, right? Maybe you need to stop being scared to come on and do videos like this. This has been one of mine. I'm like, I need to do more videos for all, and I don't want to sound fake on the videos. I needed to release that I needed to be different on this video than I am when I'm having a conversation with one of you in a private conversation. Okay, I needed to release that. That's one of the things I've been working on releasing. Maybe you need to release a belief about yourself. Maybe you need to release a job. Maybe you need to release a commitment. What do you need to release? Okay. And so if you're struggling today, I'm noticing a lot of headaches out of nowhere. And some of those, it might not even be that you need to release. It is just like that built in, that moon energy. And you're just feeling that shift, right? Because not only we've got year of soul, we've got moon. Let's go one step further. We changed zodiac signs. Okay. So I don't know a whole lot. It's my next project to dive into is the zodiac signs, but we also changed signs on Monday night. Okay. And so all of those transitions, do y'all see how there's a lot of transitions going on? And sometimes your body is just like, if you're not in that space to transition, it's just triggered too much. It's called the Hersheimer reaction. And so it's just too much for our body to handle. We go, ooh, like this. Okay. So I'm going to finish off this video with a couple of things. Number 1, drink water. Drinking water and staying hydrated is one of the most effective ways to manage and flow through transition. Okay. So drinking water. And when I say water, I mean water, ladies and gentlemen. It is like 100 ounces plus today and tomorrow. Okay. I would also recommend, if you're just drinking tap water, and that's okay, that's what I got right now, also get some electrolyte water, okay? So if you get some of the pH balanced water, you can get those at Whole Foods, some of the, like the Smart Waters, things like that are gonna give your body a little bit more electrolytes, but drink water. I'm being super basic. I'm putting some lemon in there and some Slim and Sassy. And the reason I'm putting Slim and Sassy is because it has ginger in it. And ginger is a great oil to help transition and change, okay? So it's gonna help the body digest, eat really clean food. So I have been craving like oranges, pineapple, things like that. I watched this documentary one time that said the best thing you can do through transition, or if you're not feeling well, is to eat 1 orange with 1 cup of pineapple. And I hold that so true. I love to just eat a bowl of orange and pineapple, and they're both like very, very, have a lot of water, like they're, I don't know, hydrated. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. So drinks and eat some oranges, some pineapple, fresh, clean fruits and vegetables, maybe not a whole lot of meat today, and just allow your body to flow. If you feel like taking a nap, take the nap, okay? Because if we're transitioning, remember, if we're shifting from one frequency to the next frequency, if we're raising our vibration, that's a big deal. So allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to transition. So if you sit down, because a lot of times we're like, oh, I got this to-do list a mile long, I got to do all the things. Whew, surrender, just don't do it, okay? So, drinking lots of water, eating some fresh fruits and vegetables, allowing yourself to rest. I think Dina Noachek popped on and said, hey, let's do an Epsom salt bath. I took a bath last night, a long bath. I actually recommend the Melaleuca, which is Melaleuca in the bath. Last night I did a bath with Melaleuca and rosemary. Really big nurturing oils are really good for that. Myrrh to keep you grounded, balanced. I don't know, whatever is like, hey, I need these oils. If you don't have oils yet, you better give me a call or one of your friends that has oils, because, and only doTERRA, you guys know that, right? If you know that if I'm speaking this, it's only doTERRA. Any of the other crap you buy anywhere else, it's not going to work. You can only use doTERRA, okay? And yes, I'm going to be a snob about that because that's the truth. And, Aroma Touch to get your body flowing, rubbing that into lotion, dry brushing, getting your lymphatic system, anything you can do. Like doing some stretches, yoga stretches. So this morning I woke up and I still had a little bit of a headache, right? And so I had a little bit of a headache and I was like, I gotta shake this. I got too much shit to do today. I gotta shake this. So I went downstairs, I meditated for 20 minutes. I actually applied oils. I had a bunch of stuff to do. I was like, I gotta get BOGOs. I gotta get the things out. But I took some time and I spent some time with myself and I surrendered, and then I surrendered some more. And I surrendered some more. And I do that. I love doing that with just Deep Blue on the shoulders. I'm going to do it for you guys right now. If everybody's on this video, just take a big breath. Surrender. Surrender. Feel your hands on your shoulders. Surrender. There you go. Surrender. That's all you got to do. Surrender. Woohoo! You guys just shifted. I love it. Okay, so surrender. Deep Blue, Wintergreen, those are both really great ones. Most people have the Deep Blue in their lives. So do that surrender. Release what doesn't serve you. Do some journaling today. You know, these are always my go-tos. The journaling, the water, the fruit. Align. I've been loving Align. I have Align, which is part of our yoga collection in my diffuser right now. Put Align on you. Align yourself with your mission and your purpose. This life is too short to not do what sets your soul on fire. And if you can't give yourself that permission right now, I give it to you right now. Do only what sets your soul on fire. Do something that's joy. Get outside. I know I'm in Iowa and it's cold, but it's almost 30 degrees out. So I'm going to go for a walk today. I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to bring the joy back, and I'm going to surrender, and I'm going to do what I love to do, which is give you guys content and give you guys videos that you might be like, what in the heck? But I guarantee you, if you start to listen, it's going to start to make sense. Okay? So, surrender. Oregano on the top of your head. right there. Melaleuca, surrender. What ideas? Allow yourself to be. That is such a hard thing, right? If you go and take your bath, don't take your phone with you. Allow yourself to be. And allow these transitions to flow through you. Allow yourself to go up to the next level. Allow yourself to be. Okay? So I'm going to wrap it up with that. You guys can all handle this. You've got this. Just take a deep breath. Be you. Set your soul on fire and embrace the magic.